But first, how to win the bid for the house you want.
Here's a little something to sweeten the deal.
That's at the top of our list right now.
Hey everyone, I'm Shaguna Dulo.
And I'm Christina Guerrero. In hot housing markets, the new normal seems to be multiple offers on every listing, pushing the price way above list.
Of course, you want the perfect house, but you don't want to be house poor.
Yeah, so Jimmy Rose dug up some strategies for making your offer stand out. How to win the bidding war is our featured story at the top of the list.
If you're shopping for a home, you know it's rough out there.
We're seeing a lot of bidding wars simply because we are short inventory for the amount of demand that we have.
As the founder of Halpern Residential at North & Co., Trevor Halpern's in the thick of these battles.
In certain hot markets across the country, there are 10, 12, 15 buyers for every home available.
But not all hope is lost.
There are plenty of ways that you can stand out amongst the crowd.
We're running down how to win the bidding war. Of course, the easy way to win is to pony up.
Pay more. Cash is king.
Well, duh, you can solve just about any problem if you throw enough money at it, but most of us don't have unlimited cash reserves, so maybe include an escalation clause.
An escalation clause is a wonderful way to bid as a buyer without bidding against yourself. You can say, I'm willing to give you X. I will beat any offer by Y up to Z.
Putting numbers to that formula, you might offer $300,000 with an escalation increment of $1,000 up to $325,000. So you know you won't exceed your walkaway number, but you stay in the game with an automatic incremental counter bid that you set in advance.
You say, I'm going to beat anything by $5,000, $2,500, $1,500, $1 if your plan price is right.
$1,000. Good luck. $1,001.
So in our example, if the next highest offer was $311,000, that would trigger your escalation to $312,000, which is still less than your maximum of $325,000. And yeah, it's a seller's market, but they can also face challenges like needing to sell their current home to secure financing to buy their next home. So you might look more attractive if you offer to rent the home back to the seller after closing.
We call these post-possession agreements.
See, I thought post-possession agreements were only for haunted houses. Hell, actually be careful about the wording on that lease.
You have to occupy that home within 60 days after closing, or it's considered a second home purchase or an investment property,
which could have some bad tax consequences for you. Finally, because there's an emotional component to buying and selling homes, buyers understandably want to create a connection with sellers, but ixnay on the etterslay.
We were calling them love letters.
These were super trendy for a while, that letter from a buyer to a seller tugging at the heartstrings that usually included pictures.
But all of our brokers and the National Association of Realtors got together and said, hey, trying to get someone to buy based on how they look on paper is a violation of fair housing laws. So we have to reject them. We have to get them out of sight and out of mind.
So you're threading a needle. You want to stand out as the nice buyers that sellers want to sell to, but without contributing to long-standing social justice issues.
You want to look like someone that they want to sell to without disclosing any demographic information.
And you could do that with a small, thoughtful gesture that doesn't create an opportunity for bias.
One of the fun little things that some of our buyers have done is deliver crumble cookies to sellers and say, here's a little something to sweeten the deal. I hope you take our bid.
Sweet, simple, and not illegal, which is always a good box to check. How to win the bidding war is at the top of the list.